rendition of the national anthem by the Yorkville Pep Band as this varsity contest between the Lady Reapers and the Lady Foxes about to get underway. Should be a pretty good ball game. Both teams are fairly close as far as the scoring averages are concerned. The Lady Foxes are averaging just about 40 points per game. Meanwhile, the Lady Reapers are averaging 42 points per game. We mentioned the Lady Foxes at 2-2. They won their first 2 games of the season in a tournament. They beat Plainfield South and Aurora Christian and then fell to Rock Island. And then last night here at home, losing to DeKalb by a score of 43-24. Meanwhile, the Lady Reapers, the starting lineup's being introduced right now. Lady Reapers 4-3. They also won their first 2 games of the season, then lost to Aurora Central Catholic and Newark. Then 2 straight wins against Indian Creek and Reed Custer. And then they lost to Lyle on November 29th, 45-32. So the Lady Reapers at 4-3. And their starters, head coach Mario Serra in his 5th year, Tamira Ellis, Jewel Hoopy, Tashay Miles, Jate Jackson, and Clarissa Martinez, the starting 5 for the Reapers. And now you take a look at the Lady Foxes, the introduction to the starting lineups for Yorkville. And a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by the Yorkville Pep Band as this varsity contest between the Lady Reapers and the Lady Foxes about to get underway. Should be a pretty good ball game. Both teams are fairly close as far as the scoring averages are concerned. The Lady Foxes are averaging just about 40 points per game. Meanwhile, the Lady Reapers are averaging 42 points per game. We mentioned the Lady Foxes at 2-2. They won their first 2 games of the season in a tournament. They beat Plainfield South and Aurora Christian and then fell to Rock Island. And then last night here at home, losing to DeKalb by a score of 43-24. Meanwhile, the Lady Reapers, the starting lineup's being introduced right now. Lady Reapers 4-3. They also won their first 2 games of the season, then lost to Aurora Central Catholic and Newark. Then 2 straight wins against Indian Creek and Reed Custer. And then they lost to Lyle on November 29th, 45-32. So the Lady Reapers at 4-3. And their starters, head coach Mario Serra in his 5th year, Tamira Ellis, Jewel Hoopy, Tashay Miles, Jate Jackson, and Clarissa Martinez, the starting 5 for the Reapers. And now you take a look at the Lady Foxes, the introduction to the starting lineups for Yorkville, and head coach Luke Engelhardt, 3rd year as the head coach. Corin Rowe is the starter, along with Paige Beach, number 12. See, number 14, Mackenzie Bollinger was just introduced, number 14. Kendall McDermott, number 22, and also number 23, Brittany Strasnikis, the starting 5 for coach Luke Engelhardt. Last year, the Lady Foxes, excellent season, 20-7. As a matter of fact, that was the last time that the Lady Foxes won 20 games in a season. You have to go all the way back to the 2000 season when they went 23-6. So the Lady Reapers are out on the floor. Your officials for tonight's game, Dave Frederick, Dan Hall, and Tim Sipes. And we are about ready to go here from Yorkville. The Lady Foxes in their home white jerseys with the red numbers and the red lettering. Red and black trim on the side. And it looks like we are about ready to go. The tip controlled by the Lady Reapers, and this is Tashay Miles with the ball for Plano. We are underway here from Yorkville. Miles drives all the way, a little bit of a contact, no good. Offensive rebound, Martinez, her putback is no good. Rebound into the hands of McDermott. The Lady Foxes in a turnover. It goes off the back of Paige Beach. So the Lady Foxes turn the ball over on their first possession. We mentioned the Lady Foxes coming off of a tough loss last night against DeKalb, 43-24. Plano also coming off of a loss as a traveling violation there on the baseline. They lost on Thursday to Lyle, 45-32. So both teams trying to get back on the winning track here tonight. Corin Rowe brings it up, guarded by Miles. Rowe, the left-handed dribble, goes left baseline, pulls up, shot partially blocked by Miles, gets it back, gives it to Strasnikas, and back outside, shot by Paige Beach. And there's your first 2 points of the game. Paige Beach saw some time last year on the varsity. Gets the first field goal of the game for either team. Jump shot by Ellis is off the mark, and the rebound into the hands of Bollinger. Mackenzie Bollinger, one of the leading rebounders on this team, just about 5 rebounds per game. She also has a little over 4 steals per game as well for the Lady Foxes. 3-ball attempt by Beach, back iron, and it's off the mark. But an offensive rebound by Bollinger. Her outside shot in and out, and the rebound taken down by Martinez. And a foul here in the backcourt is going to be called on Mackenzie Bollinger, her first. So a couple opportunities that time down the floor for the Lady Foxes, just couldn't capitalize it. So about a minute and a half gone by here in this opening quarter. And as that ball hits the back of the backboard, that was deflected out, so it will be Lady Reapers ball here. 6:27 to go here in the opening quarter. 2-0 in favor of Yorkville. Here's Miles, the open floor, stops, pulls up, and got fouled by Kendall McDermott. And that'll be Kendall's first and the second team foul, so that'll bring Tashay Miles to the line, and she will shoot 2.
Number 14, shooting 2, Tashay Miles.
Tashay Miles is a senior, and she's trying to get the Lady Reapers on the board here, and she does with the free throw. And now a chance to tie it up here. 6:23 remaining here in the opening quarter. Second free throw is also good by Tashay, and that ties the game up at 2 apiece. 6:20 remaining here in the opening quarter. Rowe brings it up, has the numbers. Tried to get a bounce pass inside to McDermott, but it's knocked away. Here come the Lady Reapers. Jackson gets double teamed, throws it back out to Miles. Miles will bring it out. 2 minutes have gone by here in this opening quarter, and we're deadlocked at 2. Miles into Martinez at the free throw line. Back to Miles. Miles on the penetration, shot off the glass is good. So Tashay Miles with all 4 of Plano's points, and the Lady Reapers lead for the first time tonight, 4-2. And that shot blocked by Martinez. The attempted shot by Kendall McDermott. And now we're seeing Alboni Hody come into the game, number 21 for Plano. Hody is only a sophomore. 15-foot jumper off the glass by McDermott is off the mark. And into the hands of Hody for Plano. 4-2 Reapers. That ball knocked away. It should be Plano's ball, and it is. Paige Beach with a field goal for Yorkville. Tashay Miles with a field goal and a couple of free throws for Plano. And that's all the scoring thus far. 4-2 Lady Reapers, and Plano turns the ball over here to Yorkville. The enrollment at Yorkville, just over 1,500 students. The enrollment at Plano, just a little over 600 students. Streznikis will inbound it to Rowe. Corin gives it up, popping out is Bollinger. Here's McDermott, over here to the near side is Streznikis. Streznikis picks the ball up at the elbow. Yorkville works it around the perimeter. Rowe drives left baseline, pretty good defense. They cut off the baseline. Skip pass is loose, picked up by Bollinger. No shot clock at the high school level. Game clock is just under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Turnaround shot, no good by Beach, and another rebound pulled down by Martinez. Still 4-2 Plano. 4:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. Hoopy, and her pass is stolen. Rowe, Bollinger. Bollinger with a head fake, and her shot will not go. Tapped away, out of bounds, off of Plano, and it'll be Yorkville ball. And we're gonna have a substitution here for Yorkville. Lindsay Schlichting, who is the Lady Fox's leading scorer, averaging just about 9 points per game, comes into the game. So a little more scoring punch out there on the floor right now. As the floater no good by Rowe. And a foul is going to be called on McDermott. And that's her second. Kendall McDermott with her second foul, and it comes at the 4:13 mark of the first quarter.
Number 22, Kendall McDermott, her second.
And so Mackenzie Lee, number 20, is going to come in, and McDermott is going to have to sit down with those two personal fouls. In the game for Plano is number 23, Lauren Chernick. And that shot was no good by Miles as she tried to get the rebound. And we're going to have a held ball, and the possession arrow favors Yorkville.
So jump ball, it's Yorkville's possession.
Four to two, Plano still with a 2-point lead as we are halfway through this opening quarter. Bollinger with a drive and the baseline shot, and it's good. Mackenzie Bollinger ties the game up at 4. Bollinger with a field goal and Beach with a field goal for the Lady Foxes. And we're tied at 4. And a pushing foul from behind is going to be called on Corin Rowe. And that's her first.
Yorkville foul number 10, Corinne Rowe, her first. That's the team's fourth.
It's the fourth team foul. Sache Jackson is back into the game for Plano. And for Yorkville, Rachel Owens, number 13, into the game for the first time tonight. 3:40 remaining here in this opening quarter. Ellis guarded by Bollinger. Ellis picking up her dribble at the top of the circle. Inside to Martinez. Her shot off the glass is good. Clarissa Martinez. And we've got an injured Yorkville down on the floor as they stop play. That's Corinne Rowe. Or no, check that. I'm sorry. That's Mackenzie Lee.
In for Yorkville.
And so Brittany Streznikis will come into the game to replace Mackenzie Lee. And she's limping on that left leg. Hopefully she'll be okay as the trainers will attend to her. Brittany Streznikis into the game. So pressure in the backcourt here by the Lady Reapers. Schlichting stops at the free throw line. Streznikis brings it out to Bollinger. Bollinger will pull up from about 12. Back iron no good. Ball tipped around. Schlichting has it, fires up the 3 ball, and it's good. So Brittany, or check that, that's Lindsay Schlichting with the 3 ball. And it's 7-6 as Yorkville recaptures the lead here on that 3 ball by Lindsay. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Knocked out of bounds by Yorkville. It will be Plano ball here. Inside Martinez, and she goes off the glass and in. Boy, Yorkville Very, very tough to defend Clarissa Martinez. Pretty good inbounds pass as they just launched it up and Martinez grabbed it and threw it off the glass. And a timeout taken, 30-second timeout taken by the Foxes here as Plano recaptures the lead as we go back and forth. 8-7 now in favor of the Lady Reapers. Tashay Miles with 4 points, Clarissa Martinez also with 4 points to lead the way for the Lady Reapers. Lindsay Schlichting hit that 3 just a moment ago, and a field goal apiece by Paige Beach and Mackenzie Bollinger. And that's the scoring thus far, 8-7 in favor of Plano. Head coach of Plano, Mario Serra, in his 5th year as the head coach. Yorkville gets it across center court. Schlichting has it stolen by Jackson. Jackson has it blocked by Schlichting. It will be Plano basketball here. Back in the game, Paige Beach for the Lady Foxes. She will replace Brittany Stresnikas. So a pretty short lineup out there for the Lady Foxes. We'll see if Plano tries to get it inside to Martinez, who's got at least 5 inches on her defender. That ball tipped out of bounds. It will remain Plano basketball here. We'll see if they go for that same inbound pass, kind of an alley-oop to Martinez. And there it is. Martinez was out a little bit, so she decided not to shoot it. Miles will bring it out, and Plano will run the offense here. Hody to Martinez, back over to Miles. Miles will launch up the 3 ball, and she'll hit it. Tashay Miles with 7 of the 11 Plano points. 4-point lead for the Lady Reapers, 11-7. Beach trying to answer. Offensive rebound by Bollinger. Her putback is good. Good offensive rebound by Mackenzie Bollinger, her 2nd field goal. And it's a 2-point Plano lead here, 11-9. 1:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Miles takes it all the way, goes by a couple of Lady Fox defenders and lays it in. Wow, 9 first quarter points for Tashay Miles. She has as many points as the entire Yorkville team. 13-9, Lady Reapers by 4. 1:20 remaining. Schlichting, contact, no call. And now we've got a traveling violation called against the Lady Reapers. It'll be Yorkville basketball. Tamira Ellis back into the game for the Reapers. 1:13 remaining in the quarter. Brittany Stresnikas checks back in for the Lady Foxes. She replaces Corinne Rowe. So Brittany will trigger the inbound here for Yorkville. Still looking, and it's stolen off the inbounds pass by Jackson. Miles in the front court, and it's a kick ball. It will be Yorkville basketball, as they're saying that Plano kicked the ball. And so Jewel Hoopy will inbound it for Yorkville.
Number 10, Jordan Edwards in for Plano.
Jordan Edwards, number 10, into the game for Plano. Under 1 minute to go here, and a traveling violation called against the Lady Foxes. 59 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. 13-9 in favor of Plano. See what the Lady Reapers do here if they decide to go for the last shot. This is Tamira Ellis holding near center court. Now makes the move, pulls up, leans in, back iron no good, but a foul called. Pushing from behind, it'll be a 2-shot foul. So Tamira Ellis will shoot 2. The foul is on Brittany Stresnikas, her first and the 5th team foul for Yorkville. So to the line is Tamira Ellis. And Ellis will shoot 2 here. Plano leading by 4, 46 seconds remaining in the quarter. Ellis hits the free throw, and Plano is perfect 3 for 3 from the charity stripe so far here tonight. Ella's second free throw is no good. Rebound taken down by Bollinger. 5-point lead for Plano, 14-9, 40 seconds remaining. Streznikis holding up top, guarded loosely by Martinez. Here's Bollinger. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Streznikis directing traffic. She moves up now to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Schlichting. Up top, here's Owens. She fires up the three and hits it. Rachel Owens hits from downtown to bring the Lady Foxes to within 2 at 14-12. Final seconds of the quarter. Ellis at the buzzer, and it's no good. So we played 1 quarter of basketball here from Yorkville, and Plano leads it 14-12. You're watching exciting high school basketball on Fox Valley Television Sports. Back with the second quarter in a moment.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
It begins innocently enough. You don't return a phone call. You break a date at the last minute. But in fact, it's the beginning of a pattern. And soon, your friend with mental illness realizes you're avoiding them. But what if you knew that your friendship was the key to their recovery? Would you still lock them out of your life?
Welcome back to Yorkville High School as we get set for second quarter action. Mark Kruger and our entire Fox Valley Television Sports crew, we thank you so much for tuning in. Yorkville and Plano. 14-12 in favor of Plano. First quarter scoring. Tasha Miles with 9 points. Tamira Ellis had 1 point. Clarissa Martinez had 4 for Plano. As far as the Lady Foxes, Schlichting and Owens each had 3. Bollinger had 4, and Beach had 2. So we open up second quarter action now, and it's Martinez with an offensive rebound. Clarissa now with 6. And boy, when she gets the ball that close to the bucket, it's just no contest. Schlichting drives right baseline, picks up her dribble, pass up top to Beach. Strasnikis holding up top, guarded by Martinez. Bounce pass over here to Beach. Check that, that's Rowe. Schlichting drives. Martinez partially blocked that ball. Loose ball picked up by Hody of Plano, and now we've got a held ball, and possession arrow favors Yorkville. Bollinger back into the game for Yorkville, along with Mackenzie Lee. So it's good to see Mackenzie Lee back into the ball game for the Lady Foxes. Rowe tried to get it into Lee, and she finally tracks it down near the center line. Rowe gives it up to Bollinger. And a near steal. It is a steal by Martinez. Martinez flips it to Jackson. Here's Ellis. Over to Miles. Miles inside to Martinez. Pretty good ball movement by Plano. Wide open 3-ball in and out by Jackson, and the ball goes out of bounds to Yorkville. Plano pretty crisp with its passing that time down the floor. Jackson had a wide open 3, and she almost got it to go. But now Yorkville with the ball, trailing by 4 here. A minute and a half gone by here in the second quarter. Rowe, bounce pass to Beach. Her turnaround, back iron, little strong, rebound to Ellis. 16-12, Plano with the ball and a 4-point lead. Miles with a bounce pass to Hody. Inside to Martinez, off the glass. no good. Flat-footed rebound by Lee. Here's Bollinger in the open floor. She'll pull up, spot up, and hit it from about 15. Bollinger with 6. She's a leading scorer for the Lady Foxes. Quickly at the other end is Tasha Miles, and she is fouled. She'll come back to the line to shoot 2.
Traveling violation, it's Yorkville.
Oh, instead of a foul, they're calling a traveling violation, apparently. So turnover by Plano. Jewel Hoopy back into the game, number 13. Lauren Chernick into the game as well, number 23 for Plano. Full court pressure here by the Lady Reapers. 5:55 remaining here in the first half. A 2-point lead for Plano. Bollinger from 12 to tie it up, yes. Mackenzie Bollinger has the hot hand for the Lady Foxes. She has 8, and we're tied at 16. Tasha Miles has 9 points for Plano, all of them coming in the first quarter, and a timeout taken here by Mario Serra as Plainfield was in a little bit of trouble there. So Coach Serra decides to call a timeout here. It is a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Reapers here. 5:31 remaining here in this first half, and we're deadlocked at 16. Only 3 Reapers in the scoring column. We mentioned Tasha Miles with 9, all of them in that first quarter. Clarissa Martinez has 6, and Tamira Ellis has a free throw. For Yorkville, Mackenzie Bollinger has 8. Rachel Owens and Leslie Schlichting each have 3, and Paige Beach with the first field goal of the game. She has 2. So Plano to inbound it here. 5:30 remaining here in this first half. Got a good one brewing here at Yorkville. And this one is out of bounds. It will go to the Lady Foxes. Clarissa Martinez is back into the game now for Plano. Stresnikis to inbound it. She gets it into Rowe. Rowe trying to work around a Bollinger screen. Doesn't work. Here's Bollinger from about 17. Back iron, no good. Good position by Ellis as she gets the rebound. Quickly ahead, here's Hoopy, and she loses it, but stepping out of bounds is Mackenzie Lee. It'll be Plano basketball. Tied at 16. There's that pass inside, and the shot by Martinez. Clarissa Martinez, there's no stopping her. Again, when she gets the ball into the paint, she does a great job of keeping the ball above her head when she shoots. She doesn't bring it down so it can get stripped away. She keeps it above her head. She's got 8, and it's a 2-point lead for Plano. 3-ball attempt, no good by Beach. Plano looking to add to its 2-point lead, and the drive by Ellis. She gets fouled, and so she will come back to the free throw line.
Yorkville foul on number 12, Paige Beach.
Paige Beach with the foul. That's her first personal. It's the 6th team foul. And so Tamira Ellis, who is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, back at the free throw line. Hits the front iron and rolls off. She'll have one more. Back into the game for Yorkville is Rachel Owens. Rachel's favorite food, I found out, crab legs. And if she could karaoke anybody, who would it be? Gangnam Style. I'd like to see that. Second free throw is good by Tamira Ellis. Tamira with 2. And it's a 3-point game, a 3-point lead for Plano. Tasha Miles back into the game, number 14 for Plano. 19-16, the Lady Reapers by 3. Bollinger gets it across for Yorkville. Up top to Stresnikis. Stresnikis drives all the way, and it's blocked by Martinez, and it's out of bounds to Yorkville. And that's one thing the Lady Foxes have to realize is down low, you have to battle against Clarissa Martinez. Bollinger dribble, tries to create some space, shot no good. Rowe with the offensive rebound, nice pass over to Lee. Rowe with the offensive rebound and the putback. Corinne Rowe with her first 2 points. And it's a 1-point Plano lead. We are halfway through the second quarter. 19-18 in favor of Plano. Jackson inside to Martinez, and she loses it to Yorkville. And back into the game for the Lady Foxes is Lindsay Schlichting. So now an opportunity for Yorkville to take the lead here. Plano has led primarily throughout this first half. And now an opportunity for the Lady Foxes to recapture that lead. Here's Schlichting with the move, contact, and a blocking foul is going to be called. Who's that? That should be 13, Jewel Hoopy, and it is. That's Jewel's first. And so that'll bring Lindsay Schlichting to the line. We mentioned before, Lindsay, the leading scorer of this Lady Foxes team, averaging just about 9 points per game. She has a 3-ball in that first quarter, and this first free throw is no good. Tamira Ellis back into the game for Plano. Paige Beach back into the game for Yorkville. One more shot coming for Lindsay Schlichting. Chance to tie it up. And she does. She gets the second free throw to go. And we're tied at 19. 3:30 remaining here in this first half. Jackson drives right baseline, a little too strong, but there's Martinez. Clarissa Martinez cleaning up on the offensive glass. She is in double figures now with 10, and Plano leads by 2. Schlichting with a nice shot. Lindsay Schlichting with 6. And we're tied at 21. And a kick basketball by Schlichting. 3 minutes and 1 second remaining here in this first half. Into the game for the first time tonight. It's number 24 for Plano. Don't have her on the roster. Here's Miles. And she loses it as she makes the move, but she was fouled, and it looks like it'll be on Bollinger. And it is Mackenzie Bollinger with her second personal foul. It's the 7th team foul, so Yorkville over the foul limit as Brittany Strasnikas comes into the game. Bollinger is going to sit down the final 2:50 of this first half with the 2 personal fouls. And so Tasha Miles shooting 1 and the bonus here for Plano. Free throw is no good by Miles, and we're still deadlocked at 21. Schlichting, and she did drag that pivot foot. Good call by the official, turns the ball over to Plano with 2:42 left to go here in this first half. Tied at 21. Well, Yorkville with 7 team fouls. Plano with just 1 team foul, that being Jewel Hoopy. And a steal by Owens. Schlichting now, giving it to Strasnikas. Schlichting making the move. The pull-up jumper from 10 is off the mark, and Plano comes away with it. 2:15 remaining here in the first half. Miles over to Ellis. Shot no good, but there's Martinez. Her put back, another offensive rebound. Back to Miles. Ellis had the 3, makes the move, and a foul is going to be called on Owens. That's her first. And Plano will shoot 2 more free throws here with 2:01 remaining in the half.
13, Rachel Owens, her first, team's 8.
So Ellis will have 2 shots. She's 2 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. And she misses that one.
Tamira Ellis, she'll have another.
One more for Tamira is Jate Jackson back into the game for Plano, and Mackenzie Lee is back in for Yorkville. Yorkville trying to get over the 500 mark on the season. They're 2-2. The Lady Reapers at 4-3 overall coming into this game. Second free throw is good by Ellis, and she breaks the tie. Lady Reapers by 1, 22-21. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. There's a nice drive, and the left-handed layup is good by Schlichting. Beautiful move. And on that field goal, Yorkville takes the lead. Jackson to Martinez. She puts it up, gets it back off the glass and in. A dozen for Martinez. Plano back up by 1. 24-23, a minute and a half remaining in the half. Rowe takes it, blocked by Martinez, but they're saying that Martinez got some body contact. Clarissa with her first personal foul, and so that'll bring Corinne Rowe to the line for the first time tonight. Rowe 6 for 12 from the free throw line on the year. Hits the first. She'll have one more. And we're tied at 24. Courtney Bass ready to check in for Yorkville. Second free throw is good by Rowe. So her 2 free throws gives Yorkville the lead, 25-24. Courtney Bass, 5'3" junior guard. 1 point lead here for Yorkville, 1:20 remaining here in the first half. And we're gonna have a foul from behind. Schlichting with the personal foul. And that is her first. And Yorkville over the foul limit, so it'll be 1 and the bonus for Tasha Miles. She will shoot 1 and the bonus here with 1:16 remaining in the half. Miles 2 for 3 from the foul line tonight. Back iron no good, but Martinez with yet another offensive rebound. And now it looks like Clarissa went over the back. It is indeed on Clarissa, her second. It's the 3rd team foul. And I was just gonna say, yeah, interesting if Coach Sarah will take Martinez out for the final 1:11, and the answer is yes. Lauren Chernick into the game as Clarissa will sit down for the final minute of this first half. It's 25-24 Yorkville. And a steal here by Plano. Under a minute remaining in the half. Ellis picks up her dribble. Jackson double teamed, and the steal by Schlichting. Here comes Yorkville with the ball and a 1-point lead. Left-handed layup, no good. Here's Beach from the free throw line, back iron, no. Rebound into the hands of Ellis. Half a minute remaining in the first half. Yorkville by 1. Ball is loose, and we're gonna have a held ball, and the possession arrow favors who? Plano. 24 and 6/10 seconds to go in the half. See what Plano decides to do here as they get it into the backcourt to Miles. See if they go for the last shot here. Right corner of Jackson. Skip pass over to Ellis. She launches the 3 ball, and it's no good into the hands of Rowe. Plenty of time for Yorkville. 6 seconds to go in the half. Rowe takes it all the way, and she loses it out of bounds. It'll be Plano's ball with 3 and 1/10 seconds to go in the half. And there's your shot at the buzzer by Jate Jackson, and it's off the mark. And so your halftime score here from Yorkville, the Lady Foxes lead it by 1 by a score of to 24. First half scoring, Mackenzie Bollinger and Lindsay Schlichting each with 8 points for Yorkville. Corinne Rowe with 4, Rachel Owens with 3, and Paige Beach with 2 points for Yorkville. Leading the way for the Lady Reapers in that first half, Clarissa Martinez with 12, Tashay Miles with 9, all of her points coming in that first quarter, and Tamira Ellis with 3 points, all 3 of those points coming from the free throw line. So we are at halftime here on this Fox Valley Television Sports production. Yorkville leads it by 1, 25 to 24. We'll be back to Yorkville right after this timeout.
Everyone has friends. There's online friends, friends to go out with on a Saturday night, friends to hang out with and do nothing, friends who show up on moving day. And then there are the friends who'll be there if someone is dealing with a mental illness. Are you one of those friends?
I remember how much you said you liked mine. Oh.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
And we welcome you back to Yorkville High School as we get set for second half action. 25 to 24 in favor of Yorkville as they lead Plano here at the break. We thank you so much for tuning in to Fox Valley Television Sports. Along with Mike Reynolds, our director, Jim Agra, and Don Ott, Jerry Rung, I'm Mark Kruger. As we get set for second half action, recap the first half scoring. Only 3 Lady Reapers in the scoring column in that first half. Clarissa Martinez is the game's leading scorer. She has a dozen. Tashay Miles with 9 points, all 9 of them coming in the first quarter. Tamira Ellis has 3 free throws. That's all the scoring for the Lady Reapers. As far as Yorkville is concerned, Lindsay Schlichting and Mackenzie Bollinger each with 8. Corinne Rowe with 4. Rachel Owens hit a 3-ball in the first quarter, and Paige Beach hit a field goal in that first quarter as well. Plano led at the end of the first quarter 14 to 12, but Yorkville outscoring Plano in that second quarter 13 to 10 to take a 1-point lead here as we start quarter number 3. And a turnaround by Kendall McDermott is partially blocked, but a foul is going to be called on number 33, Clarissa Martinez. Wow, now that's her third. And 2 shots coming for McDermott. And that one is way off the mark. Now, of course, the big question is whether or not Martinez stays in the game with those 3 fouls. And right now, Coach Sarah, the answer is yes, she's staying in there. 1 of 2 from the foul line for McDermott. It's Yorkville by 2, 26-24. Bounce pass stolen by Beach. Here comes Yorkville. They do not have the numbers. Bollinger, though, pulls up off the glass a little too strong, but there's Strasnikas with an offensive rebound and Yorkville with another opportunity. Bounce pass to McDermott. Up top, this is Rowe. Rowe running the offense from the top of the key. Bounce pass to McDermott at the elbow. Bollinger faked the shot, and now we'll bring it out. Back over to Rowe. Opening moment of this third quarter. Strasnikas guarded by Hoopy. Here's Bollinger. Bollinger makes the drive, pulls up. Shot may have been partially blocked. It goes off the side of the backboard and out of bounds to Plano. 26-24 in favor of Yorkville. And now full court, kind of a zone trap for the Lady Foxes. Miles pulls up, and she created some contact. The foul on Kendall McDermott. Number 22, if it is indeed on Kendall, that would be her third, and it is.
Yorkville foul number 22, Kendall McDermott. Her third.
So 3 fouls on McDermott and 3 fouls on Martinez. And so far, both of those 2 young ladies are still out on the floor. Miles to shoot 2. Misses the first. Taché, after hitting her first 2 free throws, misses her last 3. Miles to get into double figures, and she does.
Shot is good.
She's got 10, and it's 26-25. Yorkville with the lead. Now some pressure by the Lady Reapers in the backcourt. Rowe with the ball, continues to dribble. To Bollinger, her 16-foot jump shot is good. Mackenzie Bollinger, and she is in double figures with 10. It's a 3-point Yorkville lead. Bollinger over the back of Martinez, no foul called. Ellis now in the front court. And it looks like Yorkville has gone to a 2-3 zone. Hoopy back over to Ellis. Her jumper is short. Offensive rebound by Miles. Double teamed, and she dribbles out of it. Miles to Jackson. Back over to Miles. Now it's Jackson. Jackson inside to Martinez. Her shot is short, but she gets it back and gets hammered by Paige Beach. Beach is second.
Yorkville foul on number 12, Paige Beach.
That just shows you the confidence that Coach Sarah has in Clarissa, keeping her out there with those 3 personal fouls. And Yorkville takes a 30-second timeout here with 5:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Yorkville leads by 3, 28-25. Only 1 field goal in this third quarter by either team, and that was Mackenzie Bollinger hitting it from the left baseline. Miles hitting a free throw for Plano, and McDermott hitting a free throw for Yorkville. That's all the scoring so far here in this third quarter, 28-25. Another developing story in this game is early on in this quarter, Clarissa Martinez picking up her 3rd personal foul, and Coach Sarah decides to leave his big center in the game with those 3 fouls. Wide open underneath is Jewel Hoopy for the field goal, and the Yorkville lead is now 28-27, knocked out of bounds by Miles. Well, we thought right from the beginning that this was going to be a close ball game. Plano averaging about 42 points per game, Yorkville 40 points per game. So they're both right on schedule for their scoring averages, and this figures to go right down to the wire. And we're so glad that you're tuned in to Fox Valley Television Sports and this girls basketball showdown between Yorkville and Plano. Shot no good from the perimeter, tipped around, taken down by Ellis. Ellis gives it up to Miles. 5:25 remaining in the third. And a foul is going to be called. Paige Beach, and that is her 3rd. Oh, check that, I'm sorry, that's Corinne Rowe. That's Rowe's 2nd. It's the 3rd team foul of the quarter for Yorkville. So again, foul trouble. Martinez has 3 for Plano. McDermott has 3 for Yorkville. Outside shot, the long 3 ball, no good by Ellis. Long rebound taken down by Strisnikis for Yorkville. Here's Brittany giving it up to Rowe. Rowe with a bounce pass to Bollinger here in the left corner. 3 minutes have gone by here in this third quarter. McDermott picks up her dribble just outside the free throw line, gives it off to Straznikis. Straznikis to Bollinger. Inside to Beach, she gets double teamed, loses it, and we're gonna have a foul called. I believe, well, let's see here now. Yeah, it is on Beach, the reach in after she lost it. So that's 3 fouls now on Paige Beach.
Paige Beach, that's her third. That's the
Alboni
team's
Hody into the game for Plano, along with Akira Johnson.
Hody and number 24, Akila Johnson in for Plano.
So I apologize for Akira not getting her name in the first half. She's got the ball now in the backcourt along with Ellis. Akira gets it across the midcourt stripe. Jackson inside to Martinez off the glass. No, a little too strong. Bollinger with the rebound. 28-27, Yorkville with the ball and a 1-point lead. Oh, the spin move, a near steal by Jackson. She timed that beautifully, but it, unfortunately for Plano, went out of bounds. Schlichting back into the game now for Yorkville. She will inbound the basketball. Into the game for Plano is number 23, Lauren Chernick. Backdoor cut through the fingertips of Schlichting, and Yorkville turns the ball over here to the Lady Reapers. Last year, Plano, a game over 500 at 16-15. Yorkville last year, 20-7. Lady Foxes with the 1-point lead here. Ellis with the 3-ball. Front iron, no good. Loose ball is tracked down by Chernick. Plano will have another shot at it here. Off the glass, too strong by Chernick. Rebound to Yorkville. 3:40 remaining here in the third. Rowe gets it up to Bollinger. Bollinger picks up her dribble. Right baseline shot is good. Mackenzie Bollinger with 12 points now. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Foxes. Nice perimeter game by Mackenzie tonight, as Yorkville now leads by 3, 30-27. 3-ball to tie it up. No good by Jackson, but it's tracked down by Akira in the right corner. Shot by Jackson, partially blocked, and a foul. So Jate Jackson to the line.
Foul, number 14,
Mackenzie Bollinger picking up the foul, so that is her third, and it's the 5th team foul. So Jate Jackson to the line. She will try to get into the scoring column tonight for Plainfield, for Plano, I should say. First free throw is good for Jackson.
Tay Jackson, she'll have one more.
One more
Number
coming.
15, Rachel Owens, and 23, Brittany Strasnikas.
Rachel Owens and Brittany Strasnikas back into the lineup
One more shot
for Coach Engelhardt and the Lady Foxes. 30-28 Yorkville. Second free throw by Jackson is also good. So the 2 free throws by Jackson brings Plano to within 1, 30-29. Tashay Miles is back into the game. She replaces Jackson. Strasnikas will walk it up here for Yorkville. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Strasnikas loses it, but it goes right into the hands of McDermott. Up top is Owens. Owens fires up a 3. It's off the mark. Ball is loose, and it's taken down by Plano. 2:40 remaining here in the third. Ellis. Back over here to Miles. Miles on the penetration. The wild shot is off the mark, but she got bailed out. A blocking foul is going to be called against Yorkville.
Yorkville foul, number 20, Mackenzie Lee.
Foul is going to be on Mackenzie Lee, her first. It's the 6th team foul.
The line, number 14.
And so that'll bring Tashay Miles to the line. She is 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, or should I say 3 for 6, now 3 for 7.
Number 12, Paige Beach. Back in
Paige Beach is back into the game for
One more
Yorkville.
shot for Tashay Miles.
So to tie this one up. Nope. Misses both free throws. It's still a 1-point Yorkville lead, 30-29. 2:20 left to go here in the third. Owens Popping out is Beach. Here's Schlichting, drives right baseline. Contact, body's on the floor, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Plano.
Plano foul on number 24, Akila Johnson, reverse.
The foul is on Akira Johnson, her first. It's only the second team foul. Lindsay Schlichting to the line here. And she will shoot one and the bonus. Gets the first one to go. So Schlichting now with 9 points. It's a 2-point Yorkville lead, 31-29. Coach Mario Serra getting an explanation from one of the officials. Second free throw is in and out. It's still a 2-point lead for Yorkville. And a whistle here, a held ball, and the possession arrow favors Plano. 2:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Jewel Hoopy is back into the game. She replaces the freshman Johnson. Steal. And the shot is no good by Strasnikas, but Brittany is fouled, so she'll be to the line to shoot two. The foul on Tashay Miles.
The foul on 14, Tashay
Her
Miles.
first.
Her first. Team's fourth.
It's the
Team's
fourth
third.
team, it's the third team foul. And the first free throw is way off the mark by Strasnikas. So here comes Martinez back into the game with those 3 fouls. Also back in is Jate Jackson at the 2:05 mark of the third quarter. Second free throw by Strasnikas is good.
Second free throw is
That's
good.
Brittany's first point of the night, but it gives Yorkville a 3-point lead, 32-29. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Ellis picks up her dribble. Top of the key here, this is Jackson. Hody making the move, going to the reverse, and over the back, Bollinger. Bollinger with the foul, that's her fourth. Wow.
Foul on Mackenzie Bollinger, number 14. That's her fourth.
So the leading scorer for Yorkville, Mackenzie Bollinger with 12, picks up her fourth foul. She's going to have to leave here. Lindsay Schlichting is into the game. 1:46 to play here in the third quarter. Jewel Hoopy shooting for Plano, gets the first free throw. Jewel with 3. All of her points coming here in the third quarter. Second free throw by Jewel is off the mark, but there's Martinez. Her shot's no good, and it goes out of bounds to Yorkville. Still a 2-point lead for the Lady Foxes. 32-30 with 1:42 remaining in the third. Schlichting gets the ball, and she'll bring it up here for Yorkville. Guarded by Hody. Popping out is Strasnikas. Over here to the near side is Rowe. Beach. McDermott gives it off to Rowe. Rowe here to Strasnikas, bounce pass. Schlichting taking it all the way, a little too strong off the glass. Beach battling for it. Yorkville with another chance. McDermott shot is no good, and it's into the hands of Jewel Hoopy. 1 minute remaining here in the third. Yorkville by 2, 32-30. Martinez to tie it up, way off the mark. And Schlichting, was she on the end line? Yes. It will be Plano basketball here with 49 seconds to go in the quarter. Jackson will trigger the inbound here for Plano. Jackson gets it into Ellis. Ellis pulls up from 10. Nope, rebound to Rowe. Corinne pushing it up here for Yorkville. She'll pull up from 10 and hit it. Corinne Rowe just took it coast to coast. Pulled up and hit the jumper. Rowe with 6. It's a 4-point Yorkville lead, 34-30. And a traveling violation called on Hoopy. Back into the game is Miles. She replaces Ellis. 22 seconds remaining here for Yorkville. Lady Foxes with a 4-point lead. Lauren Chernick into the game here for Plano. Smart move getting Martinez out. Coach Sarah doesn't want her to pick up a cheap 4th foul with 22 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Rowe now. The clock at 15 seconds. Near steal. Beach gives it up to Strasnikas. Schlichting open down low. She puts it up, gets fouled by Jackson, so she will shoot 2 with 7 and 6/10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Jackson's first.
15, Tay Jackson, her first team.
Schlichting from the foul line tonight is 2 for 4. She hits the free throw. It is now a 5-point lead for Yorkville, its biggest lead of the game. Schlichting in double figures. She now has 11. And it's a 6-point Yorkville lead. 7 and 6/10 seconds remaining. Steal by Strasnikas off the inbounds pass and a foul. Foul is on Jewel Hoopy, her second.
That's the 5th team
It's
foul.
only the 5th team foul, so Rowe will inbound it underneath her own bucket. Johnson back into the game for Plano. 6 and 1/10 seconds remaining. So obviously Yorkville has some time to get off a shot. They do. The shot left-handed by Schlichting is no good. Offensive rebound putback is no good, and that ends the quarter. So we have played 3 quarters of basketball from Yorkville. The Lady Foxes enjoying a 6-point lead over the Lady Reapers. You're watching exciting high school basketball on Fox Valley Television. We'll have the 4th quarter coming up in just a moment.
Mom,
What?
you can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Hi, how are you doing today?
What looks good?
Our special today is shrimp scampi. It's been sitting around for about a week.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesa1c.org.
And welcome back to Yorkville High School as we get set for 4th quarter action with Yorkville on top of Plano by a score of 36-30. The Lady Reapers, by the way, in that 3rd quarter with just 1 field goal. Jewel Hoopy, the only Plano to hit a field goal. As Yorkville outscoring Plano in that 3rd quarter, 11-6, as Yorkville taking a full timeout here with 7:54 remaining. Yorkville's leading scorer is Mackenzie Bollinger. She has a dozen. Lindsay Schlichting has 11. And leading the way for Plano is Clarissa Martinez. She has 12 points. Tashay Miles has 10, but Clarissa Martinez was shut out in that 3rd quarter. She had some foul trouble. She was playing most of that, or all of that 3rd quarter with 3 personal fouls. So it'll be interesting to see here if Martinez decides to be a little more aggressive offensively here as we are in the 4th quarter now, and I'm sure that's probably what Mario Serra is instructing his Plano Lady Reapers as you take a look at the Lady Foxes huddle as they break out of it. Plano led at the end of one, 14-12. Yorkville led at halftime, 25-24. And it was the Lady Foxes leading by 6 at the end of three, 36-30. There's a steal by Jackson. She timed that beautifully, but she loses control as she went up for the layup. Yorkville at the other end, and there's a traveling violation called on Brittany Stresnikas, and Brittany knew it as soon as she heard the whistle. Inbounding it for Plano is Miles. And she gets it in to Jackson. Jackson flips it back over to Miles. Now it looks like a half-court trap here by Yorkville. Jackson splits a couple of defenders. Hody was left wide open. Her shot was way off the mark. Miles has it. Her shot is no good. Into the hands of Stresnikas. And it looks like we got an official's timeout here as Tasha Miles is slow in getting up. And she is still not up. And she is in a lot of pain right now, as you can see. Not exactly sure what happened. I know she went hard to the floor, but hopefully she will be okay. Actually, they're going to call a foul. The foul on Paige Beach, and that's going to be her fourth. As it looks like Tasha Miles, it looks like she's going to be okay. She's walking off underneath her own power, obviously limping noticeably, but hopefully she will be okay and she'll be back in the lineup for Plano. Mackenzie Lee comes into the game here now for Yorkville as Paige Beach leaves with the 4 personal fouls. Wow, that was big. Beach leaves with 4 fouls. There's the inbounds pass to Martinez. Jackson with the field goal. Her first field goal of the game. It's a 4-point Yorkville lead. Shot by Stresnikas is no good. Rebound to Ellis. So now Plano trailing by 4. Just over a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter. 3-ball attempt by Jackson. Back iron, no good, but a long rebound taken down by Plano. And the Lady Reapers will get another opportunity here. Jackson with a skip pass over to Johnson. The freshman shot hits the back iron, no good. Rebound is Stresnikas. Loses it, however, to Plano's Jate Jackson. And she got fouled as she made the move to the hoop.
Foul on number 23, Brittany Stresnikas.
Brittany Stresnikas with the foul, that's her second. And so Jackson to the line is Jackson, she'll have 2. 9 team fouls for Yorkville, only 5 for Plainfield. So as that first free throw is off the mark. So the next foul for Yorkville, and they will be in a Plano will be in a double bonus situation.
Mackenzie Bollinger in for the Lady Foxes.
Mackenzie Bollinger coming back into the ball game. She has 4 fouls, so she has to watch herself. Second free throw is also no good. Rebound taken down by Lee. It's still 36-32 in favor of Yorkville. The Lady Foxes have yet to score here in this fourth quarter. Minute and a half gone by. Steal by Johnson. She gives it up to Jackson. Jackson leaves it short on the layup attempt. And we're going to have a held ball here between Jackson and McDermott. And the possession arrow favors Plano. Boy, Jackson has had a couple of layup opportunities that she's missed. And Plano would be, well, they'd be tied if she would have hit those 2 layups. And she's going to have a seat here as Hody checks in for Plano. Hody will inbound it for the Lady Reapers. 6:13 remaining in regulation. Hody's pass is deflected out of bounds by Schlichting. It will be Plano basketball. Yorkville by 4, 36-32. A field goal by Plano's Jate Jackson. All the scoring by either team here in this fourth quarter. Foul is on Schlichting, her second, and it's the 10th team foul, so it's a super bonus time now for Plano. Alboni Hody will shoot 2 free throws here. Hody, this is the first time she is at the free throw line tonight.
At the line, number 21, Albona.
She has yet to score. Hody's first free throw, a high archer. Can't get it to go. And the score is still 36-32. Second free throw by Hody is nothing but net. And that free throw brings Plano to within 3. 36-33 with just over 6 minutes remaining here in regulation. Schlichting gives it off to Rowe. And a foul is going to be called here on Johnson. That's her second. But it's only the team's 6th. So Bollinger will inbound it here for Yorkville with 5:59 remaining. Into Lee. Lee to Rowe. Schlichting will fire up the 3. Off the back iron, no good, but Lee with an offensive rebound. And Yorkville will get another shot here. Bollinger pulls up from 15, leaves it short, but Bollinger gets it back. Gives it off to Schlichting. Schlichting drives, splits the defenders. No, rebound taken down by Martinez. Plainfield with the ball, trailing by 3. 5:22 remaining. Nice bounce pass into Martinez. Her shot may have been partially blocked by McDermott. Bollinger comes away with it, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Beach. Beach splits a couple of defenders, or check that, that's Rowe with some fancy dribbling. Bollinger from 12, yes. Mackenzie Bollinger with 14 points. She is the game's high scorer, and the lead is back to 5 for Yorkville. And a timeout taken here by Plano. It's a full timeout taken by Mario Serra and the Plano Lady Reapers. 4:57 remaining here in the ball game. 38-33 in favor of Yorkville. That field goal, by the way, by Mackenzie Bollinger, the first field goal by Yorkville in this fourth quarter. Each team, by the way, with just 1 field goal in the fourth quarter. Hody has a free throw for Plano. Take a look at Mario Serra there, directing his Lady Reapers, and there's a good look at Luke Engelhardt and the Lady Foxes. They're getting their instructions from Coach Engelhardt. It's been a good ball game here tonight from Yorkville. We hope you're enjoying it on Fox Valley Television. Mark Kruger along with our entire Fox Valley Television crew. We thank you so much for tuning in. Still a lot of basketball yet to be played here. 4:57 remaining. It's a 5-point lead for Yorkville. Jate Jackson will trigger the inbound here for Plano. She gets it in to Miles. Miles to Martinez, back out to Ellis. Ellis launches up a 3. It's no good. Ball into the hands of Schlichting. And a traveling violation called on Lindsay. It'll be Plano basketball here. 4:44 to go. Jackson into Miles. Ellis. And a quick release. Offensive rebound. The putback by Jackson is no good, but Jate was fouled, and she'll come back to the foul line here.
A foul on number 14, Mackenzie Bollinger.
Well, Mackenzie Bollinger has just fouled out of the game. So Bollinger leads as the game's currently the leading scorer with 14. She fouls out at the 4:35 mark. First free throw by Jackson is good. That's a tough loss for the Lady Foxes. Bollinger has had a nice game offensively for Yorkville, hitting a bunch of perimeter shots tonight. Second free throw is also good by Jackson. Jackson is 4 for 6 from the free throw line. All attempts from the charity stripe coming in the second half. And a traveling violation called on Streznikas. And so now Plano, if they can hit from downtown, can tie it up. It's a 3-point Yorkville lead, 38-35. Miles loses it, however. McDermott tracks it down for Yorkville. Here's Rowe. 4:20 left to go. Schlichting will pull up and go off the glass and hit. Lindsay Schlichting with 13 points. It's back to a 5-point lead for the Lady Foxes. The three ball is short and it goes out of bounds. Whose basketball is it? Or are they calling a foul? I believe they're, well, let's see here. Oh, the foul is against Plano, Jante Jackson. That's her second. It's the 7th team foul, so now Yorkville will be shooting one and the bonus. Mackenzie Lee, for the first time tonight, coming to the charity stripe. So she will have one and the bonus here. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Free throw is no good. Martinez with the rebound. And we are into crunch time here, folks, as the shot by Ellis is off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and we got a held ball here. And the possession arrow favors Yorkville. Need to hit your free throws down the stretch. Plano in this fourth quarter, 3 for 6 from the foul line. Yorkville is 0 for 1 from the foul line. Here's Rowe. Penetrates all the way to the left hand. It's no good. Martinez with the rebound. Martinez with the bounce pass to Jackson, over to Ellis. 3:30 left to play in regulation. Martinez gives it up to Jackson. Jackson drives, shot partially blocked. And we're gonna have a foul called as Hoopy battling for the rebound. I believe Jewel got fouled. Indeed, it is on Mackenzie Lee, her second. And so that'll bring Jewel back to the line, 2 shots.
13,
Jewel is 1 of 2 from the free throw line and can't hit the free throw. Man. 3 for 7 from the foul line now is Plano. 4 for 8 in the fourth quarter for the Lady Reapers. 4-point lead for Yorkville, 40-36. And a steal. Here's Jackson, and she connects with the layup. It is a 2-point game, 40-38. Yorkville by 2. Streznikas and a foul in the backcourt by Miles. And so it'll be 1 and the bonus time for Yorkville. For Miles, that's her second.
Number 14 to Shea Miles, her second. 8th team foul.
Brittany Streznikas to the line here, where she is 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. 1 and the bonus, free throw is no good. 40-38 Yorkville. Jackson drives and it's blocked by Rowe.
Rejected.
2:50 remaining. Jackson will inbound it here for Plano. The Lady Reapers trailing by 2. Jackson gets it into Ellis. Back over to Jackson. Drives right baseline, pulls up from 10. No good. And Did Martinez go over the back or did she get fouled? Yeah, Martinez went over the back, so that's going to be 4 on Clarissa. It's Plano's 9th team foul, so 1 and the bonus for Yorkville is Kendall McDermott. 1 and the bonus. Kendall is 1 for 2 from the foul line tonight. And she draws nothing but air on that free throw attempt. Yorkville 0 for 3 in the 4th quarter from the foul line. That could hurt the Lady Foxes down the stretch here. 2:40 remaining in regulation, and a traveling violation called on Tasha Miles. Turns the ball over to Yorkville. 2:39 left to play in regulation. Yorkville by 2. Schlichting gives it to Rowe. Rowe picks up her dribble, gives it to Schlichting. Schlichting back to Rowe. Bounce pass to McDermott. 2:20 left to go here in regulation. Schlichting drives, and it's partially blocked and out of bounds. It will remain Yorkville basketball. 2:10 remaining here in the ball game. Yorkville 40, Plano 38. Bounce pass into Schlichting, a little too strong, and the rebound taken down by Plano. So now the Reapers with a chance to tie it up or take the lead if they could connect from downtown. Ellis inside to Martinez, has it stripped and knocked away. Schlichting comes away with it. Looking for an outlet, she picked up her dribble, now a bounce past the lead. Here's Rowe. Top of the key, Schlichting, and she traveled. On the move to the hoop, shuffled that pivot foot. It will be Plano ball here. 100 seconds remaining. Plano with the ball, trailing by 2. And a whistle, and we've got a timeout here as Coach Sarah and Plano wants and gets a 30-second timeout. So he's going to try to set up an offensive play here with exactly 90 seconds remaining. And you would think that he'd try to get the ball inside to big Clarissa Martinez, the 6-footer. She's been held scoreless here in the second half, playing in foul trouble, but a minute and a half remaining, you would think that they try to dump it down into Martinez, who has 12 points. All of those 12 points, 6 field goals, coming in that first half. Yorkville did not have an answer for her, but they have been double and triple teaming her here in the second half.
All right, Yorkville fans, it's time to make some noise. Let's hear it for the Yorkville crowd.
Yorkville trying to hold on to this 2-point lead and get a game over 500 on the season. All right, here we go. Knocked out of bounds by Plano. It was off of Ellis. It'll be Yorkville ball.
Plano turns it over. It's Yorkville ball.
1:24 remaining. Quickly back from the game is Paige Beach. She returns with those 4 personal fouls. But really, at this point of the game, there's only 1:24 left. You got to put whoever you can to want to win the game out there on the floor. Forget about the foul situation at this point of the game. Rowe up top, bounce pass to Schlichting, and we've got a whistle.
Plano foul on number 14.
And a foul on Tasha Miles. Her third, it's the 10th team foul, so Yorkville in the super bonus now is Corinne Rowe will shoot 2. Corinne is a perfect 2 for 2 from the foul line tonight, and she is now 3 for 3. It is a 3-point lead for Yorkville. Second free throw by Rowe is on its way. It is also perfect. Key free throws by Rowe. Lee back into the game, replacing Beach as Coach Engelhardt goes offense and defense here. 42-38 Yorkville with the lead. 1:06 remaining. Really no need to panic if you're Plano. Get a good shot. Martinez to Hoopy. Nope, Martinez with the offensive rebound. Back out to Ellis. Under a minute remaining. 3-ball by Jackson. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Lee. And Lee tried to get it to Rowe. She overthrew her and turns the ball over back to Plano. Wow, that was a big turnover for Yorkville. Plano now with the ball, trailing by 4 with 46 seconds left to play. Jackson will inbound it for Plano. They do to Martinez. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Jackson's fingertips. It will be Yorkville ball. And boy, you saw about 3 Yorkville defenders all over Martinez. Paige Beach now into the game for offense. 43 seconds remaining. Big possession here for Yorkville. They'll try to run as much clock as they can. In Plano, they'll try to stop the clock, and they do, as the foul on Jewel Hoopy. Oh no, actually Yorkville calls a timeout. Yorkville calls a full timeout, so 39 seconds remaining here. 42-38 in favor of Yorkville. The Lady Foxes will have the length of the court to go. And I'm sure if you're Plano, you'll want to foul immediately. Plano will want to try to extend this game as long as they can. And of course for Yorkville, they'll probably try to spread the floor and just try to run this clock out. Again, no shot clock here on the high school level. Again, Plano led by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Yorkville led by 1 at halftime. Lady Foxes led by 6 at the end of 3. And now here with 39 seconds remaining in regulation, Lady Foxes are clinging to a 4-point lead, 42-38, and they have the ball. Stresnikas to inbound. She gets it into McDermott. Here's Schlichting. Schlichting almost lost it on the behind-the-back dribble. Bounce pass to Stresnikas, and another timeout taken here by Yorkville as the Lady Foxes had some trouble in the backcourt. Full timeout taken by Yorkville. Yorkville out of timeouts now. Plano still has 2 left. 31 seconds remaining. And again, if you're a Yorkville fan, remember that at the 4:35 mark of this 4th quarter, the game's leading scorer, Mackenzie Bollinger, fouled out of the game. So she is out of the game and with 14 points. Probably the person you would want to keep the ball into the hands if you're Yorkville is Lindsay Schlichting. She is 4 for 6 from the foul line tonight. Also Corinne Rowe, you want to get it into her hands as well. She's a perfect 4 for 4. So either number 10 or number 11 for Yorkville. You probably want to have the ball in her hands. They get it into Stresnikas. Stresnikas now in the backcourt, and a diving effort by Hoopy, but a foul is going to be called on Jewel. Good effort. Clock stops with 27 seconds remaining. Jewel's 3rd. Double bonus time, so Stresnikas to the line, where she is 1 for 3 tonight. So she'll have 2. Yorkville would be in good shape if Stresnikas would hit these 2 free throws. She connects out first. One more free throw coming as Mackenzie Lee into the game.
Mackenzie Lee into the lineup.
Replacing Paige Beach. They want Lee in there for defense. Second free throw back iron is no good. 43-38.
Number 13,
And the ball remains Yorkville. Paige Beach comes back in for offense. Inbounding it'll be McDermott. McDermott gets it into Strasnikas. Strasnikas is fouled by Jackson. That's Jatay's third. So back to the line is Brittany Strasnikas, where she is 2 for 5 tonight. 43-38 in favor of Yorkville. Brittany will have 2.
First one is good.
Back into the game is Martinez.
33, Clarissa Martinez.
Also Miles in the game as well
One more shot.
for Plano for some outside shooting. One more free throw by Strasnikas, hits the front iron, no good. 44-38, 6-point lead for Yorkville. 14 seconds remaining. Plano's gonna have to put up a shot in a hurry. It's Jackson, shot no good. Martinez, her putback is good, and her first field goal of the entire second half. And a timeout taken by Plano with 7 and 3/10 seconds remaining. Full timeout. It's a 4-point Yorkville lead.
Paige Beach back in for Yorkville.
Paige Beach is back into the game offensively for Yorkville. So again, it's the same strategy here for Yorkville. They'll want to spread the floor, get the ball inbounds, and simply just try to run the clock out. Plano, of course, will try to foul immediately, try to extend this game. Both teams in the super bonus, so if Plano does foul to stop the clock, Yorkville will have 2 free throws. A hard-fought game tonight in Yorkville. Again, we'd like to thank our entire crew: Mike Reynolds, Don Auten, Jerry Rung, Jim Magra. I'm Mark Kruger. Our entire Fox Valley Television sports team, we thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a good ball game tonight. McDermott to inbound, gets it into Rowe, and Rowe is fouled immediately by Miles, her 4th. And for Yorkville, that's the young lady you want at the free throw line. She is a perfect 4 for 4, and she'll have 2 to pretty much ice the game here. It's a 4-point game right now for Yorkville. Make it a 5-point game. 45-40. Back in the game is Martinez. But there's only 5 and 8/10 seconds remaining. Plano running out of time. Rowe's second free throw is also good. She's a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. It's a 6-point game, a 6-point lead for Yorkville. Martinez fires up a 3, and that'll do it. Your final score here from Yorkville in a hard-fought victory. The Lady Foxes win by 6 by a score of 46-40. Yorkville is now a game over 500 on the year. They are 3-2. Meanwhile, the Plano Lady Reapers, with the loss tonight, they also are at the 500 mark at 4-4.
3 points. Number 13, Jewel Hoopy.
So we'll go over the scoring, individual scoring for both teams. First for the Lady Reapers of Plano. Leading the way for Plano was Clarissa Martinez with 14 points, 12 of those coming in the first half. Also in double figures for Plano was Tashay Miles. She had 10. Jatay Jackson had 8. Jewel Hoopy had 4. Tamira Ellis with 3, and Elbona Hody with a free throw in that fourth quarter. The scoring for the Lady Reapers. As far as the individual scoring goes for the Yorkville Lady Foxes, leading the way was Mackenzie Bollinger. Even though she fouled out at the 4:35 mark of the fourth quarter, she contributed with 14 points. Lindsay Schlichting also in double figures with 13 points. Corinne Rowe, 6 for 6 from the foul line. She ended up in double figures as well with 10 points. Rachel Owens with 3, Paige Beach with 2, and Kendall McDermott with 1 free throw for the victorious Lady Foxes. So that'll do it from Yorkville. We thank you so much for tuning in to Fox Valley Television Sports. For Mike Reynolds and Don Otten, Jerry Rung, Jim Magra, I'm Mark Kruger saying so long from Yorkville. The Lady Foxes over the Lady Reapers by a score of 46-40. This has been a Fox Valley Television Sports production. So long, everybody.